Hey, hey, hey there, friendly neighbors. Research coming at you from a different location, much earlier than normal. So things might sound a wee bit different here on the old commentary. But yes, I have some gameplay for you on Bakaara. I'm sure that's how I'm supposed to pronounce it. It's Bakaara, a Bakaara. And in this particular game here, I am one of the lovely Africans. Um, you'll notice my black hand of death here showing itself in all of its glory. And I'm happy to present that to you guys. Africa for the win, yeah? If you don't love Kenyans, then fuck you, you know? That's my theory. That's where I sit. So, um, yes, no one's asleep, meaning that I'm able to be my usual self. I don't sound like a creepy child molester, and that's a good thing. So, yes, sir. Fairly decent gameplay here. It's not incredibly amazing. I'm not Moabbing in search. By the way, I need to comment on that before we dive into the gameplay or anything else. But I did watch a guy who Moabbed a search game. And as much as people want to try and make that out to be impressive, I'm a tough sell on that. By the way, this kid gets duty. Now, I should have been shit on right there, but that's what happens when you have terrible aim and use a Type 95 suppressed. So, anyway, I watched this gameplay. S&D for Dummies had put it up and was really pumping this kid up, like, wow, this is so incredible. He's one of my subs, like, really sweet, like, blah, blah, blah. Okay, when only one other person on your team gets a kill, you can't tell me that you're not in there with a full party. Like, a full party, 5 of whom are using riot shields and telling you where people are located at. It's like having 5 real-life recons. Granted, you get stuck in a clutch situation and blah, 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 but the team was obviously pitiful to begin with that they were playing against. And, I don't know, I see why people say, well, it's tough either way, but it's just the fact that you have like that advantage going for you. It's only a matter of time before you accomplish your goal. So, sorry guys, you know, I can't get on board. And fuck you, bro, for shitting on me because you're fucking up this gameplay. And I'm not one of those people that really likes to fast forward. I have some other gameplays that I try to do it, so when those pop, you'll see what I mean when I say tried. I'm not very good at that, so my apologies. Wow, terrible aim. Sorry. But, yeah, so anyway, we end up falling behind in this game. Well, I don't know if we fall behind. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do fall behind. Because I think we won that first round, then we lose 3 straight. So, yes, sir. That's what you can expect. And Blaze goes ham. He goes as hard as he can, dude. Our teammates were so bad. Like, it's really hard to explain how terrible they actually were. But you'll see what I mean. And, for me, this game, I would love to dive into the gameplay a ton, but it's so hard to. Like I was trying to find my own balance. Like, there's just certain teams that you play where you just cannot, and he got prone blocked, or else that kid was going to get the shit stain. There's just certain teams that you play where, like, to predict it, like, to tell you, like, the logic behind it wouldn't be right, because it's really like shoot from the hip type thing. Like, you try to get in a decent position and you try to outgun them, like, and that's all you really can do, because the other team has so many like erratic players. You know, you've got guys that just rush and like they're not even really looking around, they're just like running because people tell them, oh, campers are fucking terrible, and so they just run at you like they have no idea what they're doing, you know. And then right behind them will be some guy that's like lurking in the shadow, you know what I mean? And then behind them are like 2 snipers in the back trying to get montage clips, you know, and like they're all over the place. One dude might know what he's doing and like runs and rush plants, and then the other kids don't know what they're doing, and so they're totally unpredictable. Like, you have no clue what's gonna happen next. And so as a player, like, how do you defend that? Like, how do you play against that? You know, it's really hard to, because you don't. Like, there's no way around it. So, you know, that's just the way it is. And oh, I got lucky there, but yeah, you know. So basically, this game, it's just I'm just trying to stay alive. Like, you'll notice I have a suppressor on my gun now because the other team's knowledgeable enough to know that they'll just follow the red dot. And of course, as it goes here, this particular round, the moment I look away, this dude's there, you know? which happens often. I mean, that's just something you can't avoid. You know, you can't be staring in every direction all at once because you'd be unstoppable. So, you know, I got the D stain there, and that's what I get. But don't worry. Don't you fucking worry. Don't you fucking worry, dude. Research has its moment. Trust me. It comes. These kids just, they can't avoid the wrath, dude. I wanted to win. Ask Blaze, dude. This game, dude, I was like, fucking not losing. I'm not fucking losing these kids, dude. I'm not gonna fucking do it. I won't do it. They're not good. These kids are fucking terrible. You know, because they were. And, yeah. And then stay tuned for the end. I do have another clip. An arcade, and these kids also thought they were good. They were actually halfway decent, but that doesn't stop him. That just doesn't stop me either. Sometimes if I'm in the zone and I want it bad enough, dude, there's just little you can do to stop me. So, you know, I try my best. It's a pub, dude, right? It's not. Every time I say this kind of shit, please know I'm not talking about competitive, because that's a whole different beast. All right, just because you want to win in competitive doesn't mean you're fucking gonna, dude. When there's 4 kids that can go fucking ham on the other team, you actually get one of them down, that just does not mean shit. And this should have been a beast, so I could have clutched this too, but I'm just getting spammed from down there by the chain gun. And that's what I mean, like, out of 100 games, dude, 5 of those games, somebody might actually hop in that turret and start pumping that building full of bullets. You know what I mean? And it just happened right there. So it's just those weird kind of anomalies, like, in certain games that, like, you'll run into that can totally fuck you. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. And then you got kids running around with the Truth 95s, you know, which I heard, and correct me if I'm wrong, but have been banned in GB variant as it stands right now. And I love that they're actually banning weapons. Like, that's some Deserto shit happening right there. And in my opinion, dude, like, from what I know between Deserto and MLG, I simply prefer Deserto. I believe that, genuinely speaking, there are better players in the Deserto League based on the fact that they do not and are not allowed. And watch me juke this pred. Nuffy nuffle cakes, bro. Gamo. So anyway, I'm gonna be done ranting about that. I'm happy that they're banning the Type 95. I think that's awesome. I think that's a great step in the right direction. And that gun it's stupid. Yeah. I don't think, I mean, I've used it, and I don't think it's OP for me, because rarely do I get a 1 burst. I don't know why, but rarely do I get a 1 burst. It just never seems to happen that way for me. So, anyway. End of the round there. We just kind of held out on them. They rushed us a little bit that time, and it's like I say, you know, you just got to adapt, and at that point I did. This game is tough. This particular map is tough because the lines of sight are so long. And the only way that they're not long is if you're spawning on offense and you go right side here. You go construction. But then, if you're playing a smart team, they've got 10 seconds to set up on you. And at that point, you could basically cover every angle in there. So, it's just about being careful. This is the rush I like the most. I rush mid. Marathon on the class for sure, obviously. That's the only way I'll get there in time, unless somebody else is running Marathon, which I haven't seen yet, so more will be revealed with that. But I tuck myself in here, and I wait. Because normally if kids are rushing and they're trying to flank you, they'll think that you're not going to be watching mid like this, right? And so this is where I sit. And it seems to work out okay. It's a good rush spot. It gets you into position. It allows the other team to get set up and looking in other directions besides where you're at. Because if you were honestly rushing them, they would probably suspect that you'd already be there by now. And so their attention focuses other places, not particularly on this area. And so I'm waiting for the 1 or 2 guys trying to cut mid, try and cut off building just like this. You get the one, and then I cut over this side. And I can't remember if I think I did hear some footsteps over here too. Yep, exactly what happened. And I probably didn't see that guy in my screen when I was playing, but I may have. Nonetheless, it's a great spot to be. It helps you maintain both left here and that mid side, so it helps to reduce the ability for the opposite team to flank you, which obviously is a good thing, because if you're getting flanked, you're getting fucked. So, and with random teammates, you know, I've only got Blaze in this lobby with me here, I think. Could be just one more, but even if let's just say I had 3 people on my team, there's still 3 other guys that are responsible for certain areas that won't cover it. And of course they won't. I mean, it's a pub. You know, I'm not like mad at my teammates for like not watching my 6. You know what I mean? Like, I prefer them not to watch it, so then I get the kill and they don't, you know. This kid gets truth with his own piece. Get it, get it, get it. So, now we've tied it up. Now we're switching sides. And at this point here, I've got the drone, which I'm going to go ahead and shoot up into the sky real fast. And this, having the drone and search, fucking OP. Like, OP, dude. I love it. It's the best way to fucking, I love it. Thank God my team was bad and my Xbox fell asleep here, so apologies, guys. But, I mean, it's just incredible, dude. Like, I mean, it's like having a Blackbird for the rest of the game. Like, it's awesome. If I can make one suggestion, like, I prefer Specialist class for search just because you can get all those perks, and then search perks are like, I mean, they're just, you can't beat them. So, and at this point I have 5 people tagged, and I was getting nervous because they had already gotten up to spawn, and so I needed to get out of here. And then right there I see that guy, and I just barely saw him, and I think I overshot him with the nade. But that was the guy I was worried about, and so I'm so happy that I pulled up and got out of that recon drone when I did, because that could have been terrible. You know, you just got to be really careful with that kind of thing. That's the only thing I can say about that. But he gets it. And everybody else is tagged now, so it's like it couldn't have worked out better. So I did get lucky in this situation for this game. But yeah, everybody else, I mean, you'll notice it doesn't matter. There isn't a time limit. Like, they stay tagged. And it's just, it's unfair, you know. So if you can get it, if you can get 10 kills in a search game, like, run support with Recon drone, because it'll benefit you so much. Like, it's simply the reason that we do pull this game off, because I mean, this last kid just gets totally fucked because I know exactly where he's at. You know what I mean? Like, there's no stopping it. I think you're gonna get rushed. I mean, look at this. All 3 of us know exactly where this dude's at, and you can't. It's just unavoidable. So, yeah. But anyways, thank you guys. Thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Every single one of my subscribers means the world to me. And I can't thank you guys enough. So enjoy the next clip. Thanks again for watching. Another video coming soon, hopefully. And you guys are the best. And research, have fun.
Overtime.